his computer. Okay. All right. So I think it's super that Young Living is allowing us to share with everyone today. But like I was saying, this means today and tomorrow, our OGV is going to, it's not going to stop, but it's going to move fractionally. Now, what I would suggest everybody do today and tomorrow is contact anybody on your team who has loyalty rewards shipment that has not processed already. Now, even if they're like, I am not going to order anything from Young Living on the sale, leave that be. But say the next, basically until the end of the month into December, shipping is going to be insane, right? Where Young Living is going to get flooded with orders tomorrow and Tuesday. Then we've got then we've got Small Business Saturday, and then we've got Cyber Monday on December 1st. Shipping is going to be insane. And they are not going to be able to honor the loyalty rewards first in shipping when they're backlogged from shipping out. Like let's say, they get, I don't know, for ease of numbers, they get, 1,000 orders on Monday, which they're going to get way more, but they get 1,000 orders on Monday for Black Friday sale. Well, the 150, loyalty rewards that are set to process on the 18th are still going to have to wait for everything that was processed on the 17th to become, to really move up the stack. So if you have anyone on your team or remind Crossline or Upline or anybody, hey, good morning, Beck. Remind anybody on your team to check. Today and tomorrow is our time to dive into our virtual office, right? Look to see where people are at, make sure all loyalty rewards are processed, contact people. This is our day, our 2 days of contacting our team members. We want to we want to reach out to people who haven't ordered in 6 months or more, right? What are we going to say? Say something personal, honestly. If you've got a small team, and when I refer to small, I mean under 200 people. If you have under 200 people, pick up the phone, call, like call, call people. Or if you know you've got 100 people to call, you're like, well, I'm not going to call 100 people today and tomorrow. Record a voice message. If you don't know how to do that on your phone, I don't know either. Go to YouTube and say, how do I record a voice message and send it on my Galaxy, whatever, or my iPhone, right? If you don't know how to send a voice message, it's a skill we all should have. We should all know how to three-way on our phone, and we should all know how to send a recorded voice message through text. You can easily record a very personal, without saying the name, hey, just wanted to remind you today's Saturday, what is it? The 15th. Young Living is starting their sale Monday on the 17th. It is going to be huge. I have heard we're going to have a 35% off of over 60 products, over half of which are some of Young Living's top sellers. I want to make sure you're ready for it. Don't worry. I will send you all the information Monday morning. Something like that. And honestly, it doesn't matter what size team we have. Honestly, any size team we can do that for. It's a little easier if you're not on something like Project Broadcast. If you're just using your own, text messaging system, that can get a little bit crazy if you have more than, 100 names to send out to. But if you're on Project Broadcast, you can do the same thing, friends. We all have that ability to do that. So no matter the size team, this is the weekend. I suggest we make things personal. We call if you can. If they're on your first level, pick up the phone. If you personally enrolled them, pick up the phone. Make a phone call. If you have team members who are building and you're like, well, I don't know if they're going to reach out to them or not, call that team member. This is not a good weekend to assume things, right? If you've got somebody who has shared in the past and kind of backed away a little bit, um, Call that team member and say, hey, we got a huge opportunity. I just want to know if you're going to contact your team. I won't. If you are going to contact your team, how are you going to do that? Let's make sure we strategize. This is also a season for those of us who've been in it for a while. We all have people who built at one point and kind of backed away. This is our opportunity to help kind of get them excited. Now, if they're not excited and they don't want to be part of it, okay, no worries. Now you've got that clarity. But if they're like, well, I can call the people I enrolled, fabulous. Because that means they're going to have a chance to be part of the momentum that we see next week. So that's kind of what we're doing, or that's what I'm thinking. Today and tomorrow, I've got 2 full days. Now I'm not going to spend my entire day in front of this computer, but I've got the next hour booked for this call, and then I've got from 11 to 12 my time booked to send out text, contact people, record a couple voicemails. The reason I had that voicemail ready for just to talk to you guys about is because I've kind of already written out what I want to say. I don't script my voicemails, but I also don't get on not knowing what I'm going to say. What did Phil
Mhm.
Jones always tell us? The worst time to think about what you're going to say is in the moment you have to say it, right? So a little
Mhm.
bit of preparation, don't necessarily write a script, but a little bit of preparation to know what you want to cover is going to make your message concise. Concise and yet still not scripted. So any other ideas? I mean, this as much as this is a strategy call, this is also kind of a brainstorming session. Any other ideas on something we could do today and tomorrow to get our non-brand partners, more are just our customers excited about what's coming on Monday? What have you guys thought about so far?
Yvonne, I took a picture of me. I put on a Grinch outfit and I got a Grinch outfit for my little dog Joy. And I was thinking of sending a text, and I don't know, let me know your thoughts. But I wanted to say, um, don't be a Grinch. I don't know if I should say that. Don't be a Grinch this Christmas.
Oh
Get
my gosh,
everybody.
yes, that is so fun.
Yeah, and just, tell them, hey, the Black Friday sale and the dates, and there's something for everyone on your list, and grab something for you too, and just kind of make it fun.
Oh, fun trumps everything.
Mhm.
Yes.
Scenario I struggle in. I'm like, I want science, I want facts, I want figures. So I struggle in the fun, Katie. I never would have thought about that. I love that. Absolutely love that. Oh my gosh, that's great.
That is awesome.
Anybody else with some ideas?
I don't have anything going on right now, so but I love Katie's idea. That is hilarious, precious, all rolled into one. Oh my gosh. Great thought process. Me personally, I've already bought my Christmas and a lot of it is already wrapped for with Young Living oils for my boys, even though they say they're manly men, but they still hearts. They want mom to do their raindrop technique when they come home. They want that. So I've given them the oil so they can go out and do their own stuff now. They'll get it at Christmas.
I love it. I love it. So you are one of the rare birds who I have not even started my Christmas shopping yet. So you are a rare bird, Diane. So the messaging for you really is really working around how can you help your family and friends do their Christmas shopping? Because I guarantee you, Diane, you got a lot of family and friends who have not shopped at all yet. And two of the things that we're sharing today are specifically for gifting,
Awesome.
specifically put together for gifting. So hold on, we got some ideas for you to share with your family and friends. All right.
Beautiful.
Anybody else before we dive into the holiday goodies?
Okay, one more idea. I wanted to just, I was thinking of somehow printing a flyer, like a Black Friday flyer, And I don't know, like the rules of, just going in the neighborhood somehow. I know, I know we're not officially supposed to put it in somebody's mailbox. Do you think it would be okay to put on somebody's door? Obviously, if they have no soliciting, I can't do that. But I was just kind of thinking of reaching out to some of the neighbors and just putting a flyer out. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I've never done that.
So that's more like door to door, and you can absolutely do that if you kind of know the neighbors. What I
Hmm.
wouldn't do is go into somebody else's neighborhood, right? Just say,
Right.
because that gets a little, you're going to get people posting on Facebook. Does anybody know this random woman coming to my yard?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, if you want to walk around the neighborhood and, see people and just say, hey, I don't know if you're interested in essential oils or natural health, but if you are, the company I work with is having the biggest sale of the year. Here's some info on it. My number's there. Call me if you're interested.
That sounds good. And
Yeah, I
also, we have a neighborhood app. So I would, or like a neighborhood Facebook group, and I was thinking maybe posting something on that.
now that would be great. What I would encourage you to do is not mention Young Living
Okay.
because Facebook, let's be real here, friends. Facebook is not a positive community in general, right? People, we got the keyboard warriors who feel like that being on social media means they can be mean and nasty. And so
Mm.
every time somebody mentions, like I was on a post the other day, somebody saying, hey, they were furloughed from the government. And they're like, what can I do from home just to pick up a little extra cash? Half of the comments were like, well, just avoid MLM. Like
Mm.
nobody
Mm.
even mentioned anything. People are just, the people who are negative are the ones who show up first on Facebook. And
Yeah.
I think Facebook is where dreams go to die. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
if you
haven't
want your
had much
dreams
luck.
killed, just put it on Facebook. Every
Hmm.
negative Nelly will come out. So what I would suggest if you do it on your app is going, hey, I have a small business. I work from home. One of the companies I partner with is having a great sale. It's all holistic products. Let me know if you're interested. I'll send you the info.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Because I think that way, it's just
Yeah.
it's just a way to keep it positive. And if anybody does respond negatively, I wouldn't delete their comment. I would just step
Hmm.
above and go, hey, I am sorry if you had a really bad experience with network marketing. I love it. And I'm trying to help people.
Now, what about Yvonne? What about friends on Facebook? Like your friends, the ones you're
Friends,
friends
I'm DMing.
with. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sending it directly to them. Again, with the I because you can do voicemails go through text and through Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
And it's actually easier in Facebook Messenger because you can just, record it and
Yes.
upload and upload and upload the screen.
Okay.
So that's honestly what I've been doing. So
Okay.
I actually started that yesterday, so it's super easy. Good idea.
So I am going to spend the next 2 days either doing a couple of Facebook Lives, kind of showcasing what I'm doing to get
On
ready.
your personal page?
Yeah, always on my,
Nice.
um,
Nice.
as well as obviously the videos that we're organizing for you guys. And then working on inactives.
Good point. Thank you, Beck. I totally didn't even mention that. How are you going to share how you're going to contact inactives? Sorry, I waited till you put that in your mouth.
It's my protein complete shake. I like to eat it. Um, so what? Obviously, I have my inactive list.
Mhm.
So going through from the Excel spreadsheet, marking out who hasn't ordered within the last 12, 24 months, as we spoke about, and then they're the ones that I'm going to be targeting. If I know what they signed up with, if they're for my personal enrollment and I know why they signed up, then on the messaging that I'm going to send them, it will be more personalized. If I don't, then I'm just going to let them know about the sale with the savings.
Excellent. Excellent. Good. Good. And that is, again, depending upon how long you've been in the business, what the size of your team. If you have people who are no longer with Young Living that you helped get started with Young Living, reach out to them, right? Reach out to the inactives. Like I said, anybody over 6 months without an order from Young Living, I'm personally that I enrolled. I'm personally contacting those people and saying, hey, Young Living's got their sale of the year coming. If you haven't ordered, I don't say I noticed you haven't ordered. Depending on how well you know them, that can be a little creepy, honestly. So I sit there and go, I know, I haven't, I don't say I've noticed, but I say, if you haven't ordered in from Young Living in a while, you may want to take this opportunity to stock up, right? Always keep things in the positive, like, it's an opportunity for them, it's a good thing not to miss. That kind of verbiage really helps people open up and say, oh, this is a good opportunity. I do miss having my thieves in going in the diffuser. A lot of people run out of things, and then because Young Living isn't front of mind for them, they just forget. But so this is our chance to go, jingle the car keys in front of them, go, looky, right? And this is our opportunity. And let's face it, 30 to 35%. So the strategy is, so if you can see the Black Friday image, we've got 30 to 40%, 30%. Oh, that's actually Canada's. Ha! That's the wrong picture. What did I do with our picture? That's actually Canada. Canada also has a Black Friday sale starting. It's 40 products. See, I didn't organize this well. Where's my pictures? Here it is. Okay. Limited edition gift sets. There we go. That's this. Okay. This is US. 30 to 35% off of over 60 products. It's an event. Now, here's something to really be clear about. I believe, again, we won't know exactly what it looks like until it's live on Monday, but I believe they're going to say discount prices to show in cart. So your people may or may not see when they go to, like, let's say they go to the Thieves Mouthwash. Can you tell what's on my list? The Thieves Mouthwash. They may not see the actual discounted price. They may see the full price. The discount price is going to unlock when they get to 50 PV. So we want to make sure everyone knows it's going to take a 50 PV order or greater to unlock that. Now, it starts at 9 a.m. on Mountain Time. So those of us on Eastern, that's not until 11. So we got to hold our horses for a while. And this is only available on first time loyalty orders. So if somebody has never been on loyalty or a new member getting started, they can make this sale a loyalty order, a loyalty reward order. But for those of us who've been on loyalty, no. So don't add it to your loyalty and think it's going to process next Wednesday. It's not going to happen that way. And then we can share all of this today. We can share all the information, which is why we're excited about this, but it's not going live until the 17th. So we've got a lot of great things coming. Now, the thing that I was telling Diane about is we have 2 gift sets coming. And I didn't do the math on this one yet, so sorry, guys. I just haven't gotten the math. I do have an Excel spreadsheet that I will share the link in here before we get off. And in the recording, it'll be in the comment or the post. I will share link. So Young Living, and this will be in our, where's the camera? There's the camera. So this Black Friday sales sheet will also be on our page, but everybody's getting this Black Friday sales sheet in their emails some point today from Young Living. I have put this into an Excel spreadsheet with the cost savings, wholesale cost savings, because we've got some pretty outstanding savings. Now, Young Living made this 30 to 35% off. So even those of us on loyalty rewards who are getting 25% back on every order that we get in points, still will want to take advantage of this. Because I know I am stocking up on my frankincense 15 mils because it's got $26 savings even at wholesale. I know I need another 2 bottles if I can. Panaway 15 mils because that's a $28 savings. And we've got, what's the other big one? Oh, Helichrysum. Where's Helichrysum? Helichrysum is on sale, guys. We never get Helichrysum on sale. It's a $30 savings. It's a 30 flipping dollar savings. Honestly, if you promote only one item, which should be crazy not to do that, but if you only promote one item, point out the $30 savings retail. I'm sorry, wholesale. If they're retail, it's even more. But really, they should be wholesale if they're buying Helichrysum. So it's a $30 savings. It's from 100 to 70. It's a $70 oil. This is the oil that stops bleeding, guys. Like like just everyone should have it. As we get older, we need help with our brew. I mean, there's just no reason not to have Helichrysum on hand, especially at this price point. You don't use it very often, but when you need it, you'll wish to God you had it. So we've got 4 pages of products. Now, these 2 little gift products are specifically made for gifting. All of these, obviously, like Diane's got all of her gifts already wrapped. We have 2 gifts from Young Living. Now, I love this for many reasons, not just the fact that these are 2 product lines that everybody should be gifting. So the first one is the Christmas Spirit hand soap, which I still think by far is the best smelling hand soap they have. It's a 15 ml bottle of Christmas Spirit and that cute little home diffuser. What's that called? It doesn't tell me in here. Anyways, it's a cute little diffuser. I love this one. If you don't have it, you should have it for travel. It's the best one for traveling. And that is only $72.36. It's over a $40 savings. Over 40. And you can't even get the hand soap right now. I mean, you can't buy that hand soap. And then we've got the Thieves Gift. Now, this is perfect. The price point is sweet. It's $40. That's it. And so this should be to every young person, like every parent in the world. Like if you're going to market this, like everybody you know who has somebody going off to college, getting their first apartment, young people, because the next generation is absolutely interested in natural health and non-tox cleaning supplies. You've got a Thieves hand soap, you've got Thieves dish soap, and you've got the Thieves shower scrub, kitchen and shower scrub. And that's $40. Now, this is also coming boxed. It is boxed in a pretty little Christmassy box. It has a little crinkly red paper. It's pretty much just like you see, although I hope the dish soap fits in there better because that doesn't fit great. Now, the one thing that I don't know what's all coming is we haven't seen is these boxes are supposed to also have a coupon for non-members. So if somebody buys this and gifts it to somebody who's not a member, they're going to be able to redeem that coupon. I have not seen that coupon. I have only heard it talked about in the recorded calls. And so we will wait to see. I'm assuming as we get more official information from Young Living today the big email goes out. We'll see the absolute parameters on that. Look it up, right? But these 2 sets are not only for our members to gift just because we love people, but it's also to gift to non-members with the hopes that they're going to redeem that coupon for more products and sign up in your team. Now, I do not have the specifics on that coupon. I don't know how we're going to tie it back to each individual person. We're going to have to determine that once we see the coupon, which I'm assuming is going to come in today's email. So, so the way I plan on promoting this, again, I'm going to be talking to my family and friends who have family and friends that they're going to be giving gifts to. Now, they may or may not be in Young Living. I'm going to start with people in Young Living, honestly. But I'm also going to talk to people who aren't in Young Living. I have a sister-in-law who calls me every year at Christmas time. I know she'll call me in the next week or 2 and says, hey, I need a couple of oils for my daughter. Sherry does not care about clean products. I've tried. for 20 years. She does not care. Be as me, sick as a dog, but whatever. So, but her daughter, my niece, loves our products. She's a member. She's going to see this sale too. Sherry is going to call and say, hey, I need to order some products for Joanne. I'm like, okay. And she usually gives me a price and I order. And so I'm going to say, hey, there's these gifts. I'm going to order these, send them to you. You wrap them up, give them to Joanna, right? That's what I'm going to be doing. So there's a lot of ways we can use this. Two ways we can use this. I'm going to buy a couple so that I have to give to my neighbors. We do a gift exchange in my neighborhood here. I think for me personally, the diffuser with the Christmas spirit and a hand soap is like who isn't going to love that? Seriously, who is not going to love that? Beck, you're not going to love that? What?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Oh, wait a minute, you wouldn't love that? I think that is just I'm going to need to know that they kind of want clean products to do the scrub. It's kind of that's kind of if they like clean products, I know that's for them. But I don't care if they're the toxic queens. I might get this for Sherry, as a matter of fact, because she burns those freaking candles all the time. I'm going to get her that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give that to Sherry. So how can you guys think of sharing these two gifts? What do you think this is a good way to market our business?
For me personally, so I have a couple of vendor events. So I'm gonna have these out for the vendor events to sell. Um, and why I'm super excited about these versus some of the other products we've had in the past is this is something that you can get into Young Living with. This isn't like a one-time thing.
Mm-mm. No, it is perfect.
So yeah, I'm gonna have the box sets out.
Perfect. I think that is so for any of us who are doing vendor events. Now, I'm not big on stocking up on inventory at all, but just like Beck said, even if we don't sell these as a box set for Christmas, each one of these items, we can use at future vendor events. And it is a great savings. So if your budget allows and you are planning on doing a couple vendor events in the next few months, getting a few of these little box sets would be perfect. Now, I haven't seen the box. I don't believe it's going to be branded holiday. I think it's just going to be branded Young Living. So we could actually also get a couple of the Christmas spirit ones and use them for other times of the years as gifts. Because remember, they're going to sit just fine. So here's the limited edition gift sets. All these images will be I'm posting them all in the Revolutionaries, so not a problem. For customers, Wild Notes is also going to be going on sale. 20% off the Discovery set and 20% off the original 5 cents. It's not 20% off of the 2 new ones that they launched. You have a $40 on the savings on the Black Book and White Lie set. So that's not quite 20% off. So there is going to be all of the Wild Notes will also be on sales. What do we got here? Okay, that's the Small Business Saturday. We'll get to that. Okay, Black Friday free shipping. We all love free shipping, right? So free shipping on 100 PV or greater single order. So we have 50 PV to unlock the savings, 100 PV for free shipping. So this is going to start November 17th. They put the wrong date on that. It's November 17th. All right.
Yvonne, wasn't that the free shipping for Cyber Monday?
That's what I posted in our hold on, where did I have it here?
That's the free shipping for Cyber Monday, isn't it? Because that's what Julie
That is the free shipping for Cyber Monday. Sorry, wrong day. That's the Cyber Monday. No, that's not right. Let me get back to you guys on that one. Yeah, they put the wrong name on this. This isn't Black Friday, that's Cyber Monday. Sorry, guys, it's not free shipping. I'm gonna have to edit, make sure I put that on here. Nope, we're not doing Cyber Monday. Here we go. This is the PDF of um, the PDF of all of the savings that we're going to be putting into I'm going to load that right into the Revolutionary page. You definitely are going to want to download this PDF. It's the only place you're going to get the full list. Because there's 60 items, there's just too many for people, for them to have graphics of everything. Now, in the Essential Revolution page on Monday, there's going to be 4 or 5 videos, and we're going to be breaking down, kind of chunking it into like Young Living. Basically, you've got seasonal, mood balancing, Zen essentials. We got fitness favorites. We've got home essentials. We're going to do some videos highlighting categories of the sale items. What I would do for anybody you have in the Essential Revolution page, tag them in those videos. I know we're like, oh, well, I saw it, so everybody in this page should see it. It's not true. They won't see it. I think out of 3,000 members, we have an average reach of about 100 to 200 people. So, so that means like 2,800 people never see anything that gets posted in Essential Revolution page. If there's something you want people to see, tagging your team members in those posts is critical. So over the course of the next week, like I wouldn't tag the same person on every post, but like, and you may not want to tag every person in your team on one post, right? Maybe tag, 5 or 10 people in on Monday's post, another 5 to 10 people on Tuesday's post, because what that also will do is help to boost you in the algorithms. So if you tag a few people on Monday and those people look at the post that you tag them in, Facebook is going to say, oh, wait a minute, Donna is tagging people and they're interested. So tomorrow when Donna tags another 5 people, Facebook is going to go, oh, wait a minute, people were interested in what Donna tagged yesterday. So I'm going to show even more of Donna's mutual friends between Essential Revolution and Donna and show more people that video. So we often want, we all complain, I complain about the algorithms of Facebook, but sometimes, we don't use what we know about the algorithms to our advantage. If we want content to reach our team members, tagging them will be far more, like Katie said, she would not have seen the post about this morning's call if I hadn't tagged everybody, right? So I tagged everybody twice on that post so that they would see it. Now, tagging everybody is actually the least effective way to do it, but I had to do it since it was a team-wide thing. Individual tags, like you'll often see I'll tag like Rebecca on a lot of things in the Essential Revolution page. The reason is because then Rebecca and I have a lot of mutual friends in that page. Not only does Rebecca get notified when I tag her, but the chances of the common friends Rebecca and I have that are in the Essential Revolution page the chance that they'll have that post put in their feed greatly increases. So learning, and this goes for every day, this is long after just this sale, but learning to really not only just for this sale, but to utilize these strategies, throughout our time, as builders will help to really make your jobs easier. So Young Living is giving us a ton of graphics. I'm not worried about making graphics. I do purchase graphics every now and then through Alyssa Francis, Oil Share Hub, whatever. Those will be posted in the Essential Revolution page. If you want to use those, snag them. Everybody's going to have access to the Young Living Dropbox. So we'll all have the beautiful graphics. Now, Young Living they're getting good on this, guys. So they've got brand partner messaging. So they've got things that are going to go out to brand partners to help us look at this sale from a business perspective. And then they have other messaging that is going to be more customer focused, not about how to share the product, but how to really use it in their homes. You're going to have access to both of that messaging, probably in your email. You guys come up as brand partners, so you're going to get the brand partner email from Young Living, but be aware of what your customers are getting. Now, how can you use this? You can take little messages out of the customer messaging and use it, right? Don't think that just because they saw that verbiage once, they're going to remember it. We need to see things between 8 and 11 times now to even for it to register in this day and age. But the more we see the same messaging in different contexts, the more likely it's going to break through our resistance. So using some of the stuff that Young Living already put together, and not the whole thing, not like just, copy or take screenshots of the entire thing and forward it, but using some of that content and then adding your verbiage to it, effective marketing, very effective marketing. So, Katie, you were talking about making some flyers or some things to hand out. This is where you can hit the easy button, use what Young Living has already put together, and then just put your personal voice into it. Becky, you leaned forward like you had something to add. You got something to add to that?
One of the things I'm just paying attention. I don't have my strong glasses on. But one
Sorry.
of the things, because we have 60 products, um, and a lot of my team is animal focused. So I was going to go through those products and pull out like what ones would be more pertinent to my horse people, what ones would be more pertinent to my dog people, and then come up with kind of a little list for them on why they need these oils
Beautiful.
with the saving.
With the
Every
same,
every
yes.
every communication that I'm going to send out will let them know exactly how much they're going to save.
I'll be watching you. It's a good idea.
Our eyes will be on you, Beck. No, and that is honestly great advice. So that's why I say download this PDF once you see it, because you're going to want to go through here. And for those of you who are have mom friends, Seedlings wipes are on sale. Like everybody should have Seedlings wipe if they've got youngins, right? Not just for babies, because that's every mom needs to clean things up. So Seedlings wipes are perfect. Now, these two gift boxes that Young Living, where'd those go? I forget where I put them. Anyways, those two boxes, not necessarily animal focused, but if you gave the little home diffuser with this Christmas spirit and the hand soap, and you gave it to friends or family that have cats, I would put in here, I would put a little note in here. Hey guys, I know you have Fluffy. I want you to know that this is a diffuser and oil that many people diffuse routinely in their house with cats. If you want to follow a veterinarian that uses these oils in her clinic, I can even hook you up with them. So that's a great idea, Beck. And also include, if you're giving this to, just people who have animals, which is over 60% of the population in America have at least one dog or cat. At least one dog or cat. So chances are you're going to give it to somebody who has an animal. Put a note in there. These are safe. People use them all the time around cats and dogs. So, and if you're given the dish soap, I do wish we had the household cleaner in there, because then, human tested, animal approved, right? You could do something fun like that. So thank you for that, Beck. That's a huge, huge point of it. All right. So what to expect, digital library will be sent to all silvers and above on 11/14, and everybody gets it on 11/15. So we're all going to get an email from Young Living And save the dates. Here's a time. Make sure you guys save the dates. January 10th, April 11th. I think that's actually wrong. I think that's April 10th.
It's supposed to be January the 11th, right?
Let me check. Okay, who has their 2026 calendar? I got mine delivered this week. I'm so excited. No, January 10th is a Saturday, New Year kickoff. April. No, it is April 11th. Okay, it is April 11th. April 11th, which is going to be a bummer for me because that's my big expo weekend. So yay me. Anyways, all right, friends, and we have frequently asked questions. I'm going to stop sharing that. Go into the frequently asked questions real quick. Black Friday deals. Can I purchase loyalty? We covered that. Can I use loyalty? Oh, so here's a question we always get. Can I use loyalty points to purchase the Black Friday sale products? Huh. They say yes, but your answer should be no. The reason is you can use points to purchase products, but they're not going to be discounted. So no, you can't use them. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what? Yes, we can. No, 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 no. It says you can use them because you can technically buy those products, but they won't be discounted. And that is just totally negates the whole point of it. This is not available for NFR, although we should not be marketing to people outside of US. So hopefully that won't be a question. Will Black Friday sale affects products not included in the launch? No, I don't know who would answer that, ask that question. Will Black Friday sale result in limits on other Young Living products? No. And we are not limited on the number of Black Friday products we order. Now, having said that, understand some things are going to go out of stock. Every bottle of Helichrysum has not been slated for Black Friday. So they have X number of bottles of Helichrysum that they have included in Black Friday inventory. So once they sell out of the discounted number of Helichrysums that they're slated for Black Friday, it's going to be out of stock. May come back in after the sale is over, but at the discounted pricing, it's going to be out of stock. So this is just good business. It keeps Young Living solvent. We want them to be solvent, right? What that means to us is encourage your people not to wait till Friday to order. Truly. PV amount, do new customers and brand partners need 50 PV? So that's the same as always. Will first time orders see the Black Friday discounts? Again, once they put 50 PV. Okay, can new enrollments stack Black Friday discounts with ShareYL? Yes. We just need to watch the final PV. This is different than like if they have 100 PV and then they go to check out with a ShareYL, they can still get that discount even though the PV order drops below 100, right? That is not correct with the Black Friday promo. The final PV needs to be over 50. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. All right. And I think that was really what I wanted to go through for talking about what Young Living's giving us. So we got just a couple more minutes. I didn't want to keep a full hour. Hopefully if people are recording or listening to this at, double the speed. That's how I listen to things. So what we really want to do is think about ways that we can take all of this content and market it to, now in reality, friends, Black Friday is truly, it really is more focused on our current members. It really is. Now, while we can absolutely, and I hope we do, use this to, talk to people who are kind of on the fence, really, if you got somebody who's like you, who said, yeah, I like Young Living products, I'd like to get it, reaching out to them and saying, hey, we talked about, frankincense and we talked about all these things. If you sit there and go, okay, you wanted these products. They are now 35% off. You're going to get, like way more than you would have if joined last week. It's a good way to get people off of the fence. But your low-hanging fruit is really the people who haven't ordered in a while. I would start there. Those are the people you want to reach out to, like Rebecca said, are inactives, people who have actually literally, fallen off. Now, when you send information out to people who have gone legit inactive, like they are no longer in your downline, include a deep link. Include a deep link. Make sure they get back into your team. So while you're going to have a complete list of all the products, right? We know what's going to be on sale. You can do a deep link to that product and send that out to your team members, right? To your inactives. You want to make sure they click on a link that ties back to you. This way, if they do reactivate, they don't accidentally end up in the placement pool. We don't want them ending up in the placement pool. We don't want to have to chase people to try to get them back in our team. Technically, should they end up in the placement pool? No. But here's what happens that many of us don't realize. So somebody in our team is with our team, they fall off. At some point after they've gone inactive, they click on something Susan Hyde posted or something Alyssa Francis posted. And you know what those network marketers do? They put their deep link generator in every link. And so guess what happens when Susie Smith, who used to be my personally enrolled, clicks on Susan Hyde's link? That, because she's inactive, her account links to Susan Hyde. And then if she goes and I say, hey, go log into Young Living because you were in my team, go ahead and just go to youngliving.com and reactivate your account. There's a much higher risk percentage that she's going to end up in Susan Hyde's team, or the system is just going to be confused and put her in the placement pool. That's what's happening when we hear people complain, well, when they reactivated, they ended up in the placement pool or someone else's team. It's not an accident. It is because people post their links out there. Our Young Living team, I've clicked on Susan Hyde's link. Like I've gone to see what she's recommended. If I weren't still active in my account, I would be tied to her number. So as soon as somebody becomes inactive, you risk them clicking on somebody else's link and getting tied to that account. Does that make sense? So,
Yvonne,
yeah.
just for in case there's any confusion on here, do you want to, I'm sure there's a video on how to create a deep link.
I'm going to post, there's a couple videos. I think Britta has a great one I can share. And if anybody wants to know, you know what? Why don't we just do it right now? You're right, Beck. You're right. Let me share my screen here. Let's get into Young Living. Let me share my screen. You're right. This is just so easy. It's so easy. Let's just do that. Okay. So obviously we need to be in Young Living. There we go. Okay. United States English. The big thing is you have to be signed into your account, right? So I'm signing in. I've been in here a bunch, so it just took me right there. So if you don't sign in a bunch, you're probably gonna have to sign in legit. So we want to go down up here under my account, scroll down to share YL. Now we should always, now hopefully you guys have this link, this personal referral link. This should be copied and stored on your phone. You should always be able to just text that to somebody at the drop of a hat. But what Beck is talking about is this deep link generator. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to search for, because I know I'm going to be suggesting. So frankincense 15 mil is the one that's going to be for sale. So I go in here and, ooh, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Young Living is definitely upping their game. So you want to go up to the URL. You're going to copy the URL that takes them directly to Frankincense. Then we go back to the ShareYL page. I go down here and I paste in that link and I click on generate link. Now this link is what we call the deep link. So if I copy that, I can now send that to anybody I want. I can send this out on Monday and say, oh my gosh, did you see there's over a $20 savings on Frankincense? Check this out. They click this link. When they go to reactivate, they're going to automatically be put into my team. Make sense? Now, here's something you can also do. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I forgot to, oh, Katie, you got a question about that?
Yes, I just have a quick question. I noticed like last month when I was trying to get people reactivated, sometimes when they placed an order online, it didn't automatically reactivate them, and we ended up having to call customer service. Have you found that to be an issue on your end?
No, so their account didn't go live again?
Well, like I had a friend who we were reactivating her account, and she placed an order, but it just we couldn't do it. She had to call in and get
Oh,
reactivated.
actually, yes. Reactivations often do have to call in. It kind of depends, I think, on how long their account has been inactive. But yes, we have found, like we did an expo last weekend, and Beck and I both had reactivations, and we had to call customer service to reactivate them. Good point.
Okay.
Good point. Now, I do know that people who are like at home on their personal computer have had more luck just reactivating online. But you're right, sometimes they do have to call in. So that's another good point. Katie, thank you for bringing that up. If if you send something out to somebody who is inactive, send the deep link, encourage them to try on their own. But also say, if you have any issues getting that order placed, let me know. I'll call Young Living. Course of next week, if you guys have issues, please call me right away. I'm not going anywhere next week. I have very few appointments. Black Friday week is definitely something that's been on my calendar to make sure we help as many people as possible. So that's a really good point. Thank you, Katie. So other option that we have for, and we're going to pretty much have to wrap this up. One other option that you have is sending members their referral link. Now, this isn't quite as important for Black Friday, but it's going to be really important for Small Business Saturday, which starts the 27th, right? We are going to want to send people their referral link. Now, remember, customers can also refer people. So we want to send as many people as we can. Now, there are certain people who really know how to work with, downloads from Young Living. I'm going to tell you in flat out, the way I do it is I copy this personal link right here, right? I hit that copy link and I paste that into what I've been doing is I paste that into an Excel spreadsheet and I am making a list of people that I've personally enrolled that I want to send them their personal enrollment referral link. So what I'm doing, because hopefully you all know, the only thing that makes this referral link special is these last, in my case, 6 digits. The last digits is the referrer. So you can take this link, copy it, and replace anything after that last hashtag. So in this case, 395963. I can replace that with any member on my team's referring number. You could put anybody's referring number in there, but you might totally miss the point of this. So I could put Donna's referral link in there. I can put Diane's, I can put Kathy, I can put anybody's member number in there. And then you copy that link and you send it. So I have a few people that I enrolled last weekend at Equine Affair. in my text about Black Friday and then again about Small Business Saturday, I'm going to include their referral link. And I'm going to suggest that they copy that link and just post it into the notes on their phone. Not that they're ever definitely going to use it, but in case you ever tell somebody about these products because they're interested, send them this link to go check out Young Living. This is a crucial point. I would, if you have any brand partners on your team, don't judge whether or not they've ever enrolled anybody. But if you have any brand partner on your team, make their referral link for them and send it to them. Now, if you have any customers who have enrolled somebody, again, depending upon the size of your team, if you have a customer who has enrolled somebody, send them that link and also remind them that it's so easy to swap over to a brand partner and actually earn commission. And I wouldn't go into depth in that, but just let them know, they can reach out to you if they have any questions. This is also a chance as our OGV grows over the time of the sale. This is also our chance to remind others that they can be part of it as well. So as we send out Black Friday, one thing, to your brand partners, you could say, hey, I'm so excited about this. You may have friends who want to purchase these products. Save this link and send it to them in case they want to get it, in case they want to get in on any of the savings. Right? So we've got ways you can simplify the ability for your team members to share. Okay. Thank you guys. I forgot about that part. Okay. All right, friends, we are at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for being here. I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the recording if I can find it.